Hello everyone, this is Pomon bringing you part 12 of my Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke. You might notice I'm starting on a different place than I saved the last day, and that's because I decided to visit the glasses guy in Celestic Town to get the two items he gives you during the night and during the morning, which are times where I just can't record, especially the morning. So I got the Wise Glasses, which are a boost to the power of special moves, pretty good for anyone, and very importantly, the choice specs. Distinctive glasses boost a special attack, but allow only one kind of move to be used, and they boost a special attack by a lot. When I say a lot, I mean like, I don't know if it's like 2 times. Well, it's absolutely insane, so it's a boost I definitely want to make use of, maybe. At some point, I was thinking during the Snow Point gym, which is sort of the objective for today, I might make a good use of choice specs on Empoleon. Because Empoleon might not have anything super effective against Ice, but he's also very tanky against Ice. He resists Ice times 4. It's also resistance against Frostlass. Stab against I'm pretty sure she has an Sneasel. Well, whatever. We are going to continue with the story now. Fresa, what timing? Those Team Galactic scoundrels are after the legendary Pokemon. Fresa, help us. You've got to help Lucas. Oh, true. Lucas was here. Yeah, I took care of Lake Valor, and now I have to save everybody else's ass. So... okay, I sense that Voivoda might have a bit of trouble during this chapter because there's so many ice trainers, so... well, it's actually a double battle. Okay, Voivoda and Pingu seems... okay. And it's mandatory double, yeah, like you can't optionally do it as a single battle. Because they are both standing exactly behind the tree. Sometimes you can force double battles to be individual. I like to do them as double, but well. Okay, so if I kill the Croagunk, I can have this be a 2 versus 1. But I now have Fly, which isn't going to kill in a single hit. That's why I said Fly isn't that good. However, you know what Fly is good for? Using Surf. No! No! I didn't flinch. I have inner focus. Okay. Wow, that could have gone really badly. I knew I was going to avoid the attack if I was flying, but if I flinch, I stay on the ground and I take the Surf. So yeah, a critical could kill me, for example. Alright. That's more than I expected. It's like... I'm pretty sure that when you attack 2 objectives instead of 1 in double battles, you're supposed to do a little bit less damage. But okay. I'm going to Brine, because Voivoda is going to attack you. So even if you survive, you're going to be less than half health. Okay, Brine is enough to kill. Perfect. Very well coordinated, I can say so myself. I don't think we even need to go heal. After this, there's only Murkrow left. And I'm going to just Poison Fang plus a Quiet, because Murkrow can be sort of fast. Wow, I do a lot. I guess Mystic Water also helps. I always think it only helps things like Surf, but of course it also potentiates a Quiet. A Quiet might be endgame material for Pingu. I maybe, you know... maybe I underestimated how good it could get to be. Also, I've been thinking... yeah, I'm going to do this now. So Pingu doesn't learn any stab... steel attack by level up except for Metal Claw, and I don't think Metal Claw is very good. So I'm going to give Pingu Flash Cannon. I know it could be useful on other mons, namely Bronzor, but I do think that Pingu would make a better use out of it, because Bronzor, yes, depends a lot on bullshit. He doesn't really need the damage, and he could always get Gyro Ball. So yeah. Metal Claw is 50-95, this is 80-100, can lower special attack. It's true that Steel isn't the best offensive typing, and it's good against rock types, which normally you can already hit with water. But well, I could battle something like, I don't know, an ice type, for example, could be good for ice types, which do appear in this in the next game we're going to do. It could also be good against, I don't know, something that resists water and is also rock, but doesn't resist steel, so it's not water rock. What could that be? Grass rock? I guess a Cradily. But I know there's no Cradily in this game. What else? What resists water? Not a lot of things, I guess. I don't know, if I have a Krogank in front of me, I might go for that, for example. What do I do here? Fly is definitely my highest damage, but I don't want to stay up there. I think I'm just going to... I'm going to return the Stanky. I don't think the Houndour is as menacing. He shouldn't have... Oh, I one-shot. Okay. Yeah, I'm more afraid of a Stanky and the eventual Poison Gas, because Poison Gas targets both, right? So it could poison both of my mons. There we go. And that's another Houndour and what? Another Stanky? A Glameow. Well, classical. They aren't very creative. Okay, I'll go with this Jump Kick. Why not? Jump Kick is super effective against everything in here. I think Glameow survives. Yes, Glameow is sort of tanky, but I poison. I think the chance of poisoning for Poison Fang is slightly higher than other things like Poison Jab, Sludge Bomb. It's like a 20 instead of a 10%. So at least we have that with Voivoda. Fury Swipes, miss. Perfect. Okay, Giga Drain, but you are not going to get to do it because I'll just Quick Attack. In case you try anything, like a Quick Attack of your own. I don't know if Glameow learns... Excuse me. Learns Quick Attack. Something got in my throat there. Alright. So that was easy. And I'm pretty sure Mars leads with a Zubat or with a Golbat, so that's my cure, right? Steve Galactic, they took the Pokemon of the lake. This woman, I lost to her, but just barely. The way I can't... Oh, I can surf. Okay. Good to know. Or later. That face, it brings back bad memories. I'm talking about the Windworks. I got a whole lot of trouble for that little incident. What's with that look on your face? You don't remember me, don't you? Fine, whatever. I'll tell you who I am again. I'm Mars, one of Team Galactic's commanders. So what is it? Are you some lovey-dovey couple to the rescue? Not a chance, not even a teeny one. You're all going down. Now the thing is, Mars, well, first of all, it doesn't make sense that you got a lot of trouble. Because didn't you tell me last time that in Valley Wingworks all you wanted was the energy out of the Wingworks to do stuff with it, and you already got it, so you weren't that mad about me kicking you out of there. Well, that's a Golbat, and we just one-shot. I don't think the critical was necessary at all. Golbat isn't that tanky, so yeah, here's Perugly. You probably have a... probably have a fight in... Not a fight, in a dark type move. Right, you're probably going to go for a feint attack or something like that. Pingu should be pretty good. Pingu resists everything. I could have also gone low pony, but I don't know if I want to risk the jump kick. Fake out. Okay, perfect. No damage almost. I can check damage on flash cannon, for example. Hypnosis. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, that's painful. This thing is very fast, by the way. Paragly is insanely fast. That's a crit. Okay, if that's a crit, I should be okay. I wish I was in Dreyano Hack, because in Dreyano Hack, Empoleon has Vital Spirit, I'm pretty sure. So he wouldn't be able to get slapped by Hypnosis. Woke up, Flash Cannon. Okay, if you're left with very low HP, well, you wouldn't, because then you would get the berry. You do get the berry, and it's bad news. It's very bad news. I still want to go for the Aqua Jet, because I think you're going to Hypnosis me. So I will Aqua Jet and then switch. Yes. Okay, I don't mind being a slap if your last Pokemon is a Bronzor, because you have 3. Yes, you do. So Bronzor isn't a problem. I can take a slash and do a jump kick. Okay, I'll go for the jump kick, I guess. It is quite a lot better than return in this case. Don't crit me. Alright. That's not a crit. Then I can take a crit. What I can't take is missing plus crit. You're faster. Okay, I definitely expect the Sua to be faster, but... yeah, as I said, this thing is very fast. By the way, level 40, so I am out-leveling it. But it just can't be avoided, because level 41 was the cap for the previous gym leader. Next gym leader is... okay, I'm actually going to switch here. Next gym leader is level 44. Yeah, 44. Okay, Levitate, Iron Defense. Perfect. That's a good switch then. You resist Psychic and Shockwave. And Magical Leaf very well, but not Shockwave. I'm going to do a Calm Mind, because I think after a Calm Mind I might two-shot. I might. Confuse Ray. You piece of shit. Okay. Okay. We can play that game. I know you don't have anything to damage me with. Like, you have extra sensory on some shit. Iron Defense, which matters nothing. So yeah, I'll just Shockwave. I'm glad Paragly came out before you did. Because Paragly as a cleanup mon against all my team being weakened would have been very dangerous. But if she didn't pull Paragly in front of Seiko, no, I mean if she didn't send Bronzor in front of Seiko, then that probably means that Bronzor has nothing good against Seiko. I think I just saw Gyro Ball. Yeah, Gyro Ball. Okay. I must be close to snapping out of confusion also. I think I already snapped out and I didn't even notice. So that's easy, clean, never synonym you can think of. Yeah, almost no experience even. Again and again. There's a level 38 Bronzor that hadn't evolved into Bronzong. So the game is being slightly generous with me, but in the next battle against Mars and Jupiter, which is a double battle, they are going to have double Bronzor. That's going to be hell on earth. Because it's a Levitate Mon that is basically only weak to fire, and I don't have fire. Lost again. So first the Wind Wars and now Lake Verity, and that I owe you for. This shouldn't be happening to Team Galactic's commander. Calm down, Mars. I've done my part in all of this. My mission was to transport the lake's Pokemon onto our HQ. That's right. I accomplished my mission without a problem. Team, we're pulling out. The boss is waiting at the HQ. Pokemon of the 3 lakes are connected somehow. Thanks to Saturn's grandstanding at Lake Valor, a cavern appeared here. It was the cavern where the Pokemon Mesprit slept. Mesprit appeared too, probably to go help its friends. It worked out well for us. It was super easy to catch. So, now we've got them all. Mesprit the being of emotion, Aself the being of willpower, and Uxie the being of intelligence. Now that we have them all, you can look forward to what plans Team Galactic has for them. I see. This also cured at Lake Valor. Another legendary Pokemon was taken away by Team Galactic. Both of you went up against full-fledged criminals. The fact that you're unharmed is reason enough to celebrate. But what about Rafal? What is happening at Lake Equity? Is Rafal safe? We'll find out soon, but first, I didn't think we could swim yet, but that's very good news. There's a very powerful item to get here. Well, first of all, you can, just so you know, get to this cavern, but it's empty. It has some signs in it, down by the water, just like the cavern inside of Lake Valor. It even has the Lake Trio music playing. Speaking of, we also have a different music now because we exited and entered. Yeah. And in here there's... I think this is... Fire Blast? Fire Blast, yes, okay. Fire Blast in here, Thunder on Lake Valor, Blizzard on Lake Equity. Pretty powerful TMs. The Lake Trio can learn all of them, so I guess that's one of the reasons why they are in here. But yeah. The game made it clear, now our priority is to get to Lake Equity. We already have a pretty solid team to get in there, and we also have a strength available on Gone, so there's no real reason to wait. I honestly think that the strength doesn't give you access to a lot of new items. Like, yeah, you can move this rock, for example, and you can move some rocks inside of Mount Coronet, but that's about it, right? I definitely want to go up if I want to continue the adventure. I just want to check the rock below. I don't know if I'm supposed to get here. The rock just over me gets me to Eterna. This one, I guess you can get in here from... Like, you can access this place from Orburg, but not access Orburg from here. Okay, that's fair. We just have to do this. I guess I'll do the Rock Smash too, because there might be an item here. And if I don't see anything, it's a hidden item. It's an item. A rare candy. Okay. Those are useful in the league. I normally keep them inside the league and I level up in front of the champion. Because I like to enter the league a bit under level so I don't abuse the poor Elite Force. Okay. If memory serves, there are no trainers in here. So it doesn't really matter that there's fog. A full restore. Okay. I mean, those are cool to have. Yes, on the upper side of the water, there's a max elixir. Very useful for the league. And I always forget, I think you can't buy them. Okay. Light clay. Ooh, that's unique. That's unique. That, if I use reflect or light screen, instead of lasting for 5 turns, it lasts for 8. So it's like very useful and definitely a unique item. A soft sand. Okay. I don't have the ground plate, so that basically strengthens your ground type moves. So it's obviously a good choice. There's somewhere I want to go, yes, after we get out of... basically, when we finish Snow Point, I'm going to get a Pokemon that I've been waiting for a while. And the fact that they said it now, it's probably a clue as to which one it is. Our encounter in in the Lost Cave or whatever the name. Never melt ice. Okay, potentiates ice type moves. Could also be useful. Getting all this stuff is good. Magnificent OST coming. Okay. Keep it up. Nice. Maybe my favorite track in this game. No joke. I know that place up there can only be accessed with rock climb, so we can't get that. The whole point of this game is that it gives you rock climb, so yeah. But there's a lot of trainers in this route too, like a pretty good amount of them. I don't want to overlevel, as I said, but they are also dangerous enough that I can't afford to be picky. Voivode is going to have some trouble because most of them use ice Pokemon. Okay, what do you have? Do you all have ice Pokemon as I remember, or do you have something different? Or is this just packed full of Snorons? A Golduck, okay. So there might be an opportunity for Voivode to do stuff after all. Golduck, I think Magical Leaf is going to be pretty useless here because, well, there could be Swinubs and Piloswines. Taking some residual damage here, that's okay. A Rapidash, alright. That's a weird pick. I'm going with Psychic, you're not very tanky, 2 levels higher. Mind Blade, it's not a kill, Willow, okay. You're going to get killed by the hail, actually. Weather is also very useful to check out speed interactions. The Pokemon that is faster is going to get hit by the weather first. So there we were able to see, for example, Seiko. Of course, in this case, it's not useful. I'm just saying. This thing probably is going to use Feint Attack. Oh, this is disabled. Sorry. We desist. Psychic then. So the Budo is sort of tanky on the special side too. But not enough. Not enough. Apparently, not enough. So, an Ice Attack would be great, and I just destroy you. But I don't have that. However, I have Pingu, and this is, for example, a reason why Flash Cannon is okay, because Flash Cannon is the best attack to use here. Air Slash, okay. Who's faster? We're going to check. Hail hits Pingu first, so Pingu is faster. You know, good news. That means Air Slash can't do flinching bullshit to me. Yeah, Pingu is on that weird border of not being fast, not being slow. That's also very good news, the special defense drop. Otherwise, I don't think I would be able to kill on the next attack. As well. Oh, I actually like that. Sweet Scent with Air Slash, because Air Slash can miss. That's a smart combination. It's probably your level up moves, but it's still pretty nice to see. Alright, and that's goodbye Tropius, obviously. I think I have to do the capture here, on the early parts of the route, because there's no more grass. When you go in, it turns into a different route. So, no Graveler. That's not a capture. That's not a valid capture because I already have a Geodude. Okay, aside from Graveler, what can you find in here? There has to be Ice types and Sneasel. Male Sneasel, fuck. I prefer the female because I... Actually, on the same game as I used a Crobat named Voivode, I had a Weavile. A female Weavile. So I'm probably choosing the same name. 2, 3. Okay, he just wanted a Premier Ball. Sneasel was caught. Alright, this is a good mon. But it's very min-max, so it really depends on the nature if it's going to be good or not. A smart and sneaky Pokemon. A pair may work together to steal eggs by having another one lure the parents away. Yo. That's a bit... yeah, so my Sneasel back in the day was called Bastet. So I'm going to use the same name even though it's a female name. I don't think anyone cares. Bastet was transferred to Box 2. Alright. Alright, and there was actually some grass in here. By the way, here you have Thick Fat like some Pokemon. Incidentally, do you know what ability Thick Fat does? Yes, I do. Oh, Amazoin has that, right? I can also rest in here, yeah. So I just used Momo Milk that was completely useless. That's okay. What an stupidly long battle this was. Yeah, that Mr. Mime was trying to tank through everything, but the light screen and the reflect wore off. So yeah, that was 6 turns of bullshit. As you can see, a Dusclops. Wow, if there wasn't enough bullshit already. He might pursue me. But I really have no choice. Okay. Thank God he didn't pursue. Dusclops doesn't have a lot of attacks, so Shadow Punch. Yeah, that was sort of scary, I guess. Alright, there goes the Dusclops after a painful battle. What is the third tank you have? Surprise me. An Umbreon? Half health just by taking a Scyther. Oh, so a cleanup mon. I get it. I get your strategy. I mean, we're okay against you, right? I can just fly. That Dusclops had something interesting. I saw it had Will-O-Wisp. And normally random trainers, they don't have TM moves. So that probably means that Dusclops learns Will-O-Wisp by level up. And I have a Duskull. Pretty bad nature, unless I'm mistaken, but I do have a Duskull. So another bullshit option basically just unlocked in my mind. Here you have an encounter, right? Yeah. With Maylene. Oh, Fresa. Are you maiming your way to Snowpond City? That's where I'm going to. If I use Fly, I can get there instantly, but I'm walking for my training. I have no problem with this. I'm used to the cold because I go barefoot and lightly dressed. Two. That was nothing. Really, I'm not cold at all. I'll be going now. Please take care. Yeah, the snowstorm just got a lot worse. It's not going to make no difference in combat, like it's still going to be hail, but visibility is hurt a lot. Alright. Electabuzz. Yeah, I don't want to stay here. I mean, I don't have anything against Electabuzz, obviously. Not even something that resists Electabuzz. But I'm guessing Yasue and some returns should do the job. What do you have? Thunder Wave. Okay. That's annoying. And now you're faster. I know that. Electabuzz is pretty fast on its own. After a Thunder Wave, I have to expect it to be. T-Bolt. Ooh. I was thinking Thunder Punch or something, not T-Bolt. That's crazy. At this point in the game, that's insane. Okay, wow, T-Bolt is a lot. I think I have to return here. I can't risk to switch in and take damage before I've done some myself. So don't crit me, I return. Okay, I don't get fully para. And we kill. I didn't expect to kill, to be honest. I thought I would have to switch into Seiko, take the damage. So you have an Electabuzz, what else do you have? A Magmar? I can take the hail, no problem. Well, bit of problem. You do have a Magmar. Okay, we know who can deal with that. Alright, that was easy. Well, What am I saying? That wasn't easy. That was an actual problem. Sue got beaten up by that T-Bolt, but that's okay. I mean, I am prepared. I am prepared more or less to deal with any enemy, and I only have a team of 4 mons. I could have more. And I see nothing or... Ooh, I know this house. I know this house. Big creepypasta house. A person. A rare sight. Thank you for visiting. A gift. Spell tag. The spell tag. It intensifies ghost type moves. May it serve you well. That was a nice woman. Ooh. I think she's supposed to be a Yukiona, so basically a Frostless. Whoop. I think this is Rock Climb, actually. Yeah. HM08 Rock Climb. And if we go in here... What's another item here? Hail. Appropriate. Appropriate. I don't think I'll ever be teaching that to anyone, but... While I was fighting my way through the blizzard, I dropped an HM. If I still had the hidden move Rock Climb, I'd be able to scale sheer cliffs. Hey, what's this? You found the hidden machine? But I'd already given it up for lost, and you found it. It's yours to keep, my friend. Make good use of it. I like your honesty, though. Let me reward you with this. Icicle plate. There's a text engraved on the back of the obtained plate. The rightful bearer of a plate draws from the plate it holds. That icicle plate, I found that under the snow as well. I'm no expert, but it looks to be of ancient origin, even as old as the time when Sinnoh came into being. Can we please get there? Yeah, this is the ice rock, actually. This is where you have to level up to get Glaceon. If you want your Eevee to turn into Glaceon. And it's a Suena. Okay. All the typical captures. Sneasel, Swinub. And I'm guessing there's also a Snorunt and Snowbird. 1, 2, 3. And that's... It's that easy. It's that easy. Okay. So, the pig Pokemon. It has a very sensitive nose. It can locate mushrooms, berries, and even hot springs buried under ice. Give a nickname to the god Swinub. Okay, I'm going to name it Ram because we have a recurring joke about in my home about calling our Roomba Ram. So yeah, Swinub just looks like a Roomba. Alright, and that's the last trainer before getting to Acuity Lakefront. Acuity Lakefront means another capture. And by the way, it's a different area from Lake Acuity, where you can get... Ooh, a Seeking. Okay, what did you have? You have Megahorn, you can have Peck. I think I should be okay, to be honest, and I have Giga Drain. So I'm just going to take the opportunity to recover a bit of health, because you have worse special defense than defense. Alright, that's good. Aqua Ring. Perfect. It gives me a little bit more of health to suck out of you. You lose health, you recover health. Nice. Giga Drain and you're out. Very positive balance. Very positive balance. Is it going to be enough to get you to level 44? If it is, I would be happy. It is. It is. That was enough. Yeah. So Voivoda now doesn't want to get any more levels before the gym leader, which is perfectly fine because after all, Voivoda is weak to every trainer in the gym. Yeah, okay, that wasn't Acuity Lakefront yet. This is still the previous route. So Acuity Lakefront... Oh! Hey Fresa, what, you finally come along now? Slow, way too slow. Listen Fresa, see how the rocks are all lumpy here? You can't climb those rocks until you get the Snow Point Gym badge. Anyway, I'm off. Team Galactic, I'm coming for you. This fucking guy, always one step ahead. This is sort of one thing I like about rivals. You know, when they are a bit ahead of you. Something I think has been lost in recent games. Okay. We can get a Snowbird. Snowbird. It was a clear capture. Now that I think about it, I once captured like the whole Pokédex in this game, and I think... Okay, this is a very good mon to Aquayet against, because it resists Aquayet. Very well. Swagger misses, thankfully, because both getting confused and getting higher attack would be bad in this situation. You can take even a critical, so I'll go for a second Aquayet. I think she has Aboma Snow and Frostlass. Frostlass 100%. Aboma Snow pretty sure. Like she has evolved Snowbird into Aboma Snow. The other two might be unevolved. No, has to be a Piloswine at least. But I don't think she has a Mamoswine or a... what you may call it? Well, whatever. Okay, Snowy. First thing that came to my mind, I watched Chronicles of Narnia a lot when I was young. This is actually female. Should have gone with Lucy. Okay, and finally, Snow Point City. I love this town. I love this town. Honestly, the thing about Platinum is the starting towns and routes aren't that charismatic. But as you advance, they just get better and better and better. Like oh, the gym is in the middle, right? I think the center was to the right. Yes. I think Sunyshore, for example, has like incredible music and it's like a very cool town to see. Oh, Mei-Ling is here. The only early game city that I would say is like very cool to see is Eterna. So we want to check the new captors, right? There was a Sneasel. Oh yeah, the Sneasel went up because I switched someone around. Okay, so I have all the natures in here. Please. Actually, I want to see you last because you're the one I'm the most excited about. Starting with Edmund. Naughty nature. That's minus special defense plus attack. Not that bad. Not that bad. It's a pretty tanky mon. Maybe something like minus speed would be better. But yeah, plus attack basically means that it has very evened out attack and special attack. This thing does a lot of damage and also puts a hailstorm in battle that will last basically forever. That's the reason why I probably don't want to use it. That and times 4 weakness to fire, that makes it almost useless in one of the Elite Fours. Seems like it could be good against Garchomp because it's an ice type that resists ground, but then you remember Garchomp has Fire Fang, unless I'm mistaken. Ingrain, Ice Shard, Mist, Swagger. Yeah, Aboma Snow is not the craziest mon ever. Ram. Okay, Lonely Nature. I think we've seen that before. Was it neutral? No, it's minus defense plus attack. Well, I like plus attack. Minus defense not that much because you're sort of tanky, but plus attack is very, very, very good. Mamoswine has a lot of damage, and it's also sort of fast. I would have preferred something like Yoli to outspeed. I'm also pretty sure that Mamoswine is one of the few Pokemon that learn Earthquake by level up. Also has Ice Shard, which is priority. So, I mean, it's a cool mon. Something we could consider for the future. And finally busted. Relax nature. Minus speed plus defense. Horrible nature. Horrible nature. Minus speed. Minus speed is not that good. I was excited about Weavile because I thought, you know, maybe Weavile could be the key against Garchomp. You know, final boss Garchomp. But I guess I planned a little bit too much. Has a Grip Claw. Okay. I don't know if it's the item you need to evolve. But if it is, we already got it, which is cool. Also, is this the house? Yeah, with the evil girl. Pokemon called Medicham, would you like to trade it for my Haunter? This girl is widely known in the Pokemon fanbase because she gives you a Haunter. And when you trade Haunter, he evolves into Gengar. So you might be thinking, that's a cool way of getting a Gengar. Snowballs, you need to slide. Okay, you're not saying anything interesting. So you might be thinking, yeah, like, she gives me a Haunter, is going to turn into a Gengar, right? No. She equips it with a Neverstone. Just so it doesn't evolve. It's like the shittiest, most unnecessary move ever be done by to ever be done by an NPC. It's so infuriating. Okay, that's a Sneasel, probably faster than me, but also, if I'm faster, I am faster. I shouldn't underestimate EVs, and in this game, Garchomp doesn't have any EVs. I mean, final boss Garchomp, Cynthia's. So maybe I'm more okay than I think. Icy Wind, Speed Falls. Doesn't matter. Who does she lead with? Pretty sure it's a Bomb Snow, because that way she sets up the Snowstorm. I mean Candice. The biggest problem, like the thing I'm the most afraid of, is the fact that her Frostlass has a Snow Cloak. So if there's hail happening, Frostlass gets a boost to avoid, and a pretty significant one. So I don't know if I can... Okay, I think I actually need to... I need to fight this girl. I need to get to that point. For that I need to get to that. Okay, should be easy. I think I can get to the leader right now with not a lot of battles. When you break every ball in this place, you're supposed to go through from the entrance to the end. Yeah, it's from here. Okay. Yeah, that's clear. That's clear. Oh, that was a trainer. Okay, do I want to battle some more trainers to get levels? If I do, I might do some of them off screen. After all, like, Empoleon is pretty good against them. This is a Snorunt. Can evolve into Glalie, and if it's female, can evolve into Frostlass. Frostlass is also one of my options to... protect. One of my options to potentially defeat Garchomp, because it's pretty fast. Double protect. Alright, that could be a bit scary. That's a Glalie, but we just Jump Kick. For the effective damage. Ooh. Tanky. Isn't Glalie supposed to have like 80 on every stat? Like, doesn't Glalie have a literal 80 stat line? Might be wrong. Well, I guess 80 defense, 80 HP is decent bulk, and it's not like Lopun is known for having incredible attack. So that's okay. I want to battle some more people. I guess I'll go back after some random battles against these guys, you know, clearing the gym, all that. Skippable battles that will allow me to level up a bit. Alright, I think that was the last trainer. I guess going to the center is for the best. Even if I don't want to repeat the puzzle. Like, I didn't only lose HP, I lost a lot of power points by using a lot of my attacks. I think Flash Cannon is almost used up, so yeah. Alright, that's the last ball. So, what team do I want to use here? So, because I'm pretty sure she leads with a Bomas. No, I don't think leading with Pingu is a good idea. Voivoda is good for the switches, basically. Pingu is basically... It's very good against Frostlass. Frostlass can't really do anything to Pingu, right? I think Frostlass might have some Dark type moves. Definitely has Shadow Ball and Blizzard. And also maybe has Confuse Ray. So yeah, even in a Snow Cloak it shouldn't matter. Seiko definitely doesn't want to battle Frostlass. Voivoda, as I said, is good for forcing the enemies to use an attack they maybe actually don't want to. Seiko, I'm thinking, is it maybe time to teach Shadow Ball? I also have Shadow Claw, by the way, I have Roost, I have a lot of stuff. I have a Steel Wing, which could be very good on Voivoda. But well, no, it's not the moment to teach anything. I think against a Bomba Snow, my best bet is Sue, no joke. We Jump Kick, and we hope we hit every Jump Kick. Okay. You want to challenge Candace? Sure thing, I was waiting for someone tough. But I should tell you, I'm tough because I know how to focus. Pokemon, fashion, romance, it's all about focus. I'll show you just what I mean. Get ready to lose. Here comes the Icy Schoolgirl leader Candace with Mormons. That's definitely not a Bomba Snow. Okay, but it's not a bad matchup at all. Level 40 is actually lower than some of your people. I might be able to kill with Return. But I'd rather just Jump Kick. Am I faster because of the levels? No, it's still faster. Okay, so he does get to weaken me a little bit. Okay, quite a lot because it's a Sneasel. So attack stat is off the roof. But yeah, I just one shot. Okay. 4 versus 4. 4 versus 4. A Bomba Snow. Okay, why do you want a Bomba Snow? You just want to use Blizzard or what? Boot Hammer or something? In case you Blizzard, I can switch into Voivoda. In case you Boot Hammer or Earthquake, because you can learn Earthquake, I can't really risk switching into Pingu. I think the best thing for me to do is to stay and actually maybe Charm. No, I'm going to Jump Kick. I'm going to Jump Kick. Okay, we don't miss. That's good. Just do half health. Okay. Focus Blast. What? Focus Blast? Okay, well, very good moment to switch, I guess. Like, if I'm able to do that much with Jump Kick, which is like... Sorry. This might be a moment for some calculations. In the summary, we can see, first of all, that my attack isn't that much, and that Jump Kick is 85 power. 85 power. No stab. Okay, and I was able to do half health. If I switch into Pingu, Pingu has 112 special attacks, so he's slightly better. I'm pretty sure a Bomba Snow has less special defense. And also, Flash Cannon is a bit lower in terms of damage, but it's a stab, so it's basically 120. The thing is, I can't switch into Focus Blast, because that would be suicide. So, I sense Voivoda. Voivoda takes the Focus Blast, then I switch into Pingu. Really now? Well, that's going to kill. It's 120 stab. Oh. Okay. Well, even though he decided to go for some other attack, probably because Avalanche was able to kill now. Maybe because Focus Blast didn't kill. Maybe Hail just got me into the range where Avalanche kills. Whatever the reason, Voivoda was able to tank that, and you don't ever go for Focus Blast now. I think you're going to go for Avalanche again, so it's still a good switch into Pingu. We expected to get the Focus Blast here. So you have Avalanche, which means your Ice attack is negative priority. Yeah, if I knew that, things could have gone differently, maybe. Well, okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We take a little bit of hail damage, and Flash Cannon, if my calculations are correct, should kill. Because my damage output is just better, and your defenses are slightly worse. I think you're not the Citrus Berry Mon. I think the Citrus Berry is Frostlass. And now we have Hail, which is pretty annoying. Oh, that's what I wanted to consider. Teaching Rain Dance to Pingu. For this battle, maybe. To dispel... Okay, that's Piloswine, obviously. Well, with Piloswine... there's an Earthquake coming, but I think I'm faster. I actually think that the best thing for me to do is to just kill. Because Surf definitely kills. I've killed a Piloswine before in this same game. And I think it was actually like a slightly higher... Yeah, and I even get a crit. So, Pingu just destroys you. I knew you were going to Earthquake me or something, but... Level 44, which is the level of your Ace. And speaking of... Here comes, right? Frostlass. Okay. Snowcloak is 20% evasion. Going to break the ice and bring out my last resort Mon. So basically I now have Flash Cannon with 80% accuracy. This thing has double team. Okay. I still hit my Flash Cannon. I have a safeguard for absurd evasion stats, which is... Oh wow, I just one-shot. I didn't expect to one-shot. I over-prepared for this. Rain Dance would have been just a waste, because I didn't want to get rid of Brain. Yeah, get the fuck out. That was easy. That was easy. That was easy. I was too concerned. Wow, you're great. You've earned my respect. I think your focus will both over us totally. Both us over totally. That makes more sense. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to give you this. The Icicle Badge, the 7th badge of this region. The Icicle Badge I just gave you because you have it. You can use the hidden move Rock Climb anytime, even where you're not in battle. And take this too. 72, that's might be Avalanche. Avalanche. If the user takes damage, the move's power is doubled. Can you imagine what sort of focus you'd need to pull it off? Yeah, maybe a bit too much. Avalanche is a very powerful move, certainly able to one-shot anything that is weak to ice. So against the Garchomp, I was saying all this time, you know, doing damage to Garchomp, blah blah blah. Avalanche is definitely very good, but actually, does Bronzong learn Avalanche? If he does, I can take one Fire Fang. I can take one Fire Fang. It might be time for Bronzong to come into the team against... Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't be getting excited about Elite Four battle composition when my team hasn't been decided, but Bronzor is in the PC, so Bronzor will always be available. If he can learn Avalanche, that would be very good news. Because Garchomp doesn't really have any... Bronzor basically resists both stabs. So yeah, that could be good. That could be good. Okay, now I'm supposed to teach rock climb to someone. And you know it. You definitely know it. Who's it going to be? It says HM. So it has to be definitely my boy Gon. Saving us from having to learn worthless moves. Okay, getting rid of... Has to be John. John has been very good for captures, but I guess I can deal with the captures without the other Pokemon sleeping. I can do it. So there it is. Later on, we can even get rid of Cat for Waterfall during Victory Road. That would be pretty nice. Okay, and that's it. That's it. I didn't even need level 44 on everyone. That battle was much easier than I thought. Now we have to go into Lake Acuity, but I think I'll leave that for next episode, yeah. So we're just going to leave it here. Yeah, so you know, in the next part I plan to do the whole galactic building thing, not Mount Coronet, and we're also going to finally get that one capture I said in Wayward Cave. That's the name of the place. So look forward to that. Look forward to that. And yeah, the game is definitely getting to a close. Now we just have the big enemy team event, 8th batch, Victory Road, and Elite Foreign Champion. So there's not a lot left of the game, but I plan to fight to the limit. I think we still have some solid members in our team, and yeah, we should be able to beat it. I mean, honestly, I haven't lost a nuzlocke on the channel yet, so I don't plan to start with Platinum. Would be such a shame. If you liked, consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. As always, this has been Pomom, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.